there are so many ways that you could seek knowledge today. The internet is one of the best ways. Look, you're listening to a video series right now where I'm summarizing a book that maybe you've never read before, but you have the benefit of me reading it and me summarizing it for you. So in a sense, you are seeking knowledge right now as you're listening to this video. Hi everybody out there, this is Anthony Clauditis with another video summarizing a great book that I read and it had a significant impact on my life. This one today is by John Maxwell and it is called Winning with People. Now what I like about this book is John summarizes several principles in here that are easy to understand and applies directly to life. Today I'm going to summarize 4 of them. I may do a follow-up video, so if you like this video, check out part 2. So I got Thunder here. Thunder, come here, come here. There's Thunder. Thunder, he's outside playing, so if you see or hear some noises, that's the big guy in the background. Alright, so 4 principles from Winning with People. The first principle is called the lens principle. And the lens principle is simply this: the way people see others is a reflection of themselves. Let me give you a story to help explain what that means. So there was this traveler that left a distant country and he wanted to make it to another city. And he finally got to the gate of the city. Now, when he got to the gate of the city, there was an old wise man sitting there. And he looked at the wise man and he said, "Tell me about the people that are in the city. Who will I meet there?" And so the old man, being a wiser person, doesn't answer him. Instead, he asks him a question back. He asks the traveler about the people in his old city, the people that he left. And this man said that they were mean, they were stingy, and they were angry people. And the wise man looked at him and said, "You're going to find the same people in the city once you pass the gate." Now a day or two goes by and the old man's sitting there and another traveler comes up. And this traveler again left a place from far and he wanted to enter the city. Now this traveler asked the wise man the same question: "Who will I find inside of the city gates?" And again, the wise man turned around and asked him a question. He said, "Tell me about the people that were in the city that you left." And this man said they were kind and they were generous and they were always hospitable. And the wise man said, "You're going to find the same people within the city gates." You see, you are the lens through which you view the world. The reality is if you're a trusting person, then other people are going to be trustworthy. If you're a critical person, then you're going to see other people as critical. If you're a caring person, you're going to see other people as caring. So that's the lens principle. You are the lens through which you see the world. The second principle is called the pain principle. And this summarized like this: hurt people and are easily hurt by people. Let me say that one more time. Hurt people are hurt people and they are easily hurt by other people. Think about this for a second. If you dislike a person, then in reality you dislike something that is a part of yourself that you're seeing in them. What isn't a part of ourselves usually does not disturb us. And so when you see people lash out, when you see people upset or easily upset,
I can't handle all this fighting. It's like Thanksgiving 2004 all over again. Don't even ask. Somebody follow me. I'm distraught.
That's because it's a response to something that's happening within their very spirit, within their very soul. So remember, hurt people, and they're easily hurt by other people. When I see people that are highly emotional or easily hurt, I have to look beyond what I'm seeing on the appearance. I have to train myself to look beyond what I can see physically And I have to remind myself that there's something happening within the person. Maybe there's a deep hurt or a significant wound that they're carrying around.
Mad at your dad, not at me. I forgive you.
But because of those things, they're going to be easily hurt by other people. And then what they're going to do is they're going to take that hurt and they're going to try to hurt others. All right, the third principle is called the elevator principle. Some people in life can be the wind beneath your wings, or they can be an anchor like a boat in your life. In other words, some people can breathe life into you, can lift you up, and other people can, like an anchor, sink you down. You know, the Bible talks about something I like to call spiritual gravity. In 1 Corinthians 15:33, there's a verse that says this: "Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good morals." There's another version of that says, "Don't be fooled by those who say such things, for bad company corrupts good character." Now, notice in the beginning there, both translations have a key word. One is "do not be misled," and the other is "do not be fooled," because bad company will corrupt good character. See, there's such a thing as spiritual gravity. The people you surround yourself with will either lift you up to a better life, or they will bring you down in a place you don't want to be. So you have to think long and hard by those that you consistently surround yourself with. Are they people that are encouraging you? Are they people that are bringing out the best in you? Or are they the kind of people that bring you down and are giving you bad habits? And if they are, then I'm going to encourage you to make some changes in your life. Okay, the fourth and final principle that Maxwell talks about is potential principle. The potential principle. And this is the potential that you and I have to learn from anyone. You know, even you can learn lessons that are good and you can learn lessons that are bad. Some of my greatest lessons that I have learned are things that I have observed other people doing that necessarily aren't the best things. And I constantly remind myself of those lessons and say those are lessons that I want to avoid in my life. And I didn't have to actually go out and live those lessons. I learned those lessons through observing and watching other people. So you can watch people and you can learn lessons that are good from them that you want to take and use in your life, or you can take lessons from them and say to yourself, those are things that I'm watching them do and they're not really working for them. And so those are lessons that you want to sort of observe and not include in your life. Now, again, the Bible speaks of things like this. In Proverbs chapter 18, verse 15, the Bible says, "An intelligent heart acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge." Now, I want you to notice that it's the intelligent person and the wise person that are actively seeking more knowledge. Like, you think that there would be a cap on somebody. Think of Albert Einstein. You know, you think that he would have hit like a limit and stopped learning, but he didn't. He was always curious to learn more, and that's what the Bible speaks about. An intelligent heart acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. Notice the word seeks. So they're not just sitting back and allowing life to happen. They're seeking this out, which means they're being intentional with seeking out ways to be better, ways that they can grow. And so those are things that you can do in your life. There are so many ways that you could seek knowledge today. The internet is one of the best ways. Look, you're listening to a video series right now where I'm summarizing a book that maybe you've never read before, but you have the benefit of me reading it and me summarizing it for you. So in a sense, you are seeking knowledge right now as you're listening to this video. I've heard it said that if you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. And that kind of summarizes what Maxwell is getting at here, is you want to always be the person that's learning and learning from the good and the bad. So there's our four principles. We have the lens principle, we have the pain principle, we have the elevator principle, and we have the learning principle. Those are just four lessons that Maxwell talks about in his book. And like I said before, there are many more in here, and maybe I'll do a follow-up video. If this video has inspired you, I'm going to ask that you subscribe to our YouTube page If you think that this is something that could impact somebody else, do me a favor, click share, and I'm sure it'll bless somebody else. And this is Anthony Claudius signing off from my backyard. I hope you have a good day.